Welcome to the Malted Minis, brought to you by the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
Hi, Brandon. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Maybe we should stop checking in with each other before
we...
yeah. I mean, unless people really want to hear what's going on in our lives.
Great. Just got back from vacation.
Cool.
It's wonderful.
I'm getting ready to go on vacation. By the time this comes out, I'm back from vacation.
Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah, it felt weird going to your house all those times when you weren't there, to be honest. I mean, I've done it before, but it was like, I don't know, it felt different this time, But if anybody follows, or not if anybody, but people that do follow us know that I did do a slight brag that you have only older beers only tap. I did. That was a great perk of going to visit your cats.
and that's part of the reason too. Like I try to have beer on tap like when you're going to come by. So I'm glad I still had that. So
I was glad too. It was awesome. It was nice to have like fresh oni, all pretty much for a whole week. So it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks for taking care of the cats.
Yeah, man, no problem. And if we didn't have someone staying here at the house the entire time, you would be on tap to take care of my cats. Well,
I would do that.
Look at that. Look at us, cat dads and uncles.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't. So like a week before we went on vacation, we actually had a conversation with, not Aggie's regular vet, but like an end of life vet.
Oh God!
That, like helps you like make the decision, like if you're doing the right thing, or like keeping the cat moving along, or like whatever. Because she seemed to have been struggling a little bit, but like he had recommended, like we had never tried doing like we didn't want to do steroids because like Becca's mom had done that to like one of their cats and just kind of strung it along for like almost a year, just pumping it with steroids. And it was like, the cat. She's like, oh, well, when he gets the steroids, he eats. He's like, yeah, because he's on steroids. But if he's not on drugs, he doesn't want to eat. Like that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to do that. So they recommended like, non-steroid, like inflammatory medicine. And we couldn't get into that doctor in time, but we talked to like Aggie's vet, and like Monday, the day before we left, she got a shot of that's supposed to last like a month. So hopefully she's been feeling a little bit better.
I mean, like I said, by the end of the time of me being there, she was very much active. I was nervous for a little bit. I was like, I mean, yeah, she's older, but she's still a scrappy little cat. Listeners, you hear her all the time.
Yeah, and we never want to do like we don't want to keep her alive just for the sake of keeping her alive. Like, we always want to make sure it's like, and like it's her time, like and this vet that we talked to said that like they'll let you know pretty much, when it's their time. So
yeah, totally. Well, I'm glad we started off with such a uplifting story. We're doing two separate beers, tonight. I'm pretty sure, Brandon, the one that you have, I think I bought 2 local beers. I originally bought these beers to have with Ray when we did the Beer Under Glass episode. Illinois Craft Beer Week. And he had brought over beers, and we didn't get to these, so we thought, what better way for us to try and cram in a quick episode, because we did not plan well to have something lined up for when we were both going to be on vacation. So we both have 2 local beers that we're drinking, totally different. Brandon, what is the beer that you're drinking?
I am drinking Kayak Pils from Riverlands Brewing Company. I've never had this.
I have not had that either.
It's fucking tasty. You would like this.
Would I?
Yeah.
Now I'm sad.
I think you would. Like, just for it being like, it's like it's got that true German Pils. Like, like it I feel like it's kind of nailing the style pretty close. So
now I'll have to go and get that again.
Yep. So I'll read the back. The original Riverlands favorite returns once again. Kayak Pils is a German-style Pilsner that is hopped with German noble hops. While the waves may be choppy, this liquid is smooth. Grab some paddles and get ready to enjoy the ride.
That was good. Nice. Yeah, I specifically remembered grabbing that beer only because I didn't want to get crazy with like IPAs or like hazy IPAs, things like that. I wanted to keep everything kind of mellow. I forget what else we had with Ray, but whatever beer we did have, I think was a simple beer, maybe even just a pale ale. So yeah, well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that it's a tasty beer. I don't think I've ever had anything from Riverlands.
It may just taste really good to me because this is the first beer I've had in a week, but
That's true.
It's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it's a possibility, but it's also probably just a tasty beer. You should treat yourself when we're done here with maybe just like a half pour or a quarter pour of Oni before you call it a night. I mean, don't
I
go
got some
overboard.
bourbon, like
I haven't been drinking. You know what? After this beer, I'm going to pour me a stiff drink.
yeah. Play some Star Wars, catch up on all the stuff I missed.
So jealous. Hey man, that's all right. I'm almost done with the second DLC of Doom Eternal Ancient Gods. So Ancient Gods Part 2.
Nice.
I am at the boss. It is painstaking to beat him, and I'm on the easiest setting. I am such a wuss with these DLCs. Like I remember getting through Doom Eternal just fine on normal, and when I got these DLCs,
I have to check.
I think you do too. I'm almost positive you do. I know we both had the first Doom, and I think you got Doom Eternal the same time I did. But yeah, I waited for the DLCs to go on sale, and I got them like around I think Christmas time or just after Christmas, like a winter sale on Xbox. And both of that to get both of them was only like $15.
I think you told me that. Yeah,
like $20 a piece normally, but it's a lot of fun. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going back and forth on that. Pod Racer just became available as games with gold, so going back to like old school Nintendo 64 days and Xbox, the original Xbox, that was fun to play. I gotta be honest, revisiting that, but I digress. I'm glad to hear that Riverlands is good. I'll have to try it. Always looking for another lager to remind me that I don't hate lagers. If you had to give it out of 5
kayaks.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say paddles, but yeah, kayaks. Is it out of 4? Out of 5 kayaks?
375.
375 out of 4.
Close
4
to
or 5?
4.
4. Okay, out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think it's fair.
Speaking of kayaks,
take a sip. Yeah.
When we were on vacation, we were so we did some shop. Like we didn't eat out a ton. Like we bought stuff to like make because the rooms we stayed in had. It's like the Hilton Vacation Clubs. They have like full kitchens in them.
So that's what we're doing with our Airbnb. With when we're at our Airbnb, the only day I think we're eating out is one day at the fest.
Yeah, so we did that. So we were going to Costco and like doing a Costco run, picking up some stuff, and like we walked right in there. And one of the first things we saw, like hanging there when we go in there, was like a giant inflatable kayak. And Benjamin saw it, and he's like, "What's that?" I'm like, I said, "It's a kayak." He goes, "I love kayaks." Like, he's like, "You do?" I was like, "You do?" He's like, "Yeah, you get on it and you paddle and it's a kayak." And I was like, "Whoa. First of all, how the hell do you know this?" And then like we're like walking over by it, and he goes up and he just like taps the box and he looks at me and goes, "Maybe, we can get this, for the lake, have it at the lake." And I was like, "We have a kayak at the lake." He's like, "Oh, okay." And he just like walked away. God, and then sometime later in the week, we were watching a commercial came on. He was watching something on TV and a commercial came on, and he's like, "Oh, fishing! I love fishing." I was like, "You do?" He's like, "Yeah." You ever fish in a kayak? I was like, "What?
What other life is he living that you don't know about?"
He's like, "Maybe one day we can go and fish in a kayak." I'm like, "Okay, dude. Yeah, we'll go fish in a kayak." I'm like, "Where are you getting this shit from?" Like,
man, that's awesome. I'm telling you, man, we got to do a camping trip with him one day.
Oh, I would do that 100%.
I mean, it wouldn't be a recording a beer episode, obviously.
No.
Not at all. Not at all like Wisconsin, Wisconsin episode.
No falling into fires.
Yeah. I mean, one night, do a Saturday and a Sunday and call it a day. That'd be fun.
See, like I'd even be like, if we ever did, I mean, I'm totally down for camping like somewhere local or like not too far, but I do think we should definitely do Door County again and then get one of those cabins.
Absolutely. No, I'm totally down for it. And I loved that time of year that we went to. Like we had like awesome fall weather that was like still warm. It was the first week it was towards the
end of September.
Yeah, that's right. Because football was started. Yeah, regular season. So yeah, that was, I mean, I just remember the weather being awesome. Like you wear shorts, but also a hoodie, walking around the woods. Go back and listen to that episode. We talked about all of it. It's a fun episode too, because we were outside drinking some beers and Brandon almost falls into the fire. Does fall in the fire pit.
It fell into the fire pit that was not lit. Thank
Yep.
God.
Ooh, that was a good rhyme right there. Oh man, those steaks that we made too. Those steaks were amazing.
Can't go wrong with a good tomahawk.
And then we were smart and finally realized the second night, let's cut it off the bone.
Yeah.
We're morons.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm going to
drinking.
I was just saying, let me go into my beer. So I think I'm pronouncing this right. Odious, Odious.
Odious Cellars.
Yeah, I've never had a beer from them. I purposefully.
I think they're in Waukegan.
I just was looking at it and then I wanted to click on the actual beer. Hold on, let me check this out. Where are they located? Real idiot. I don't think I figured out where they were from, other than that they were originally in Chicago, but where they brew, I'm not sure now.
I think it's I do think it's in Waukegan, because I'm pretty sure they have a spot there that when I went with Dan to go, we went to go see Blippy. It was there. Yeah, it was some of the kids thing.
This says Odious Cellars is in Chicago, Illinois. I don't believe that. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's where they actually are brewing.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was something different.
No, it is headquarters. Well, their headquarters are located 3551 West Armitage in Chicago. So they are.
Maybe they moved. I don't know.
Maybe. But so I've never tried.
I could be completely wrong. I may have just mixed this up with a completely different brewery. So
possibility. Hey, we all make mistakes. This podcast is far from perfect. But I do see that they have they have a tap room coming soon, so I'm excited about that. So the beer that I chose strictly on the can design and noticed that it was a farmhouse, and it is The Secret History of All Things. And it is a Brett fermented petite saison blended with a 12+ month mixed culture, lightly dry hopped with crystal and Saaz. And the vessels are stainless and neutral wine barrels. So when I crack this open, there's a lot of pressure in the can. It foamed up a lot. You can see like the lacing on the can or on the glass. I've been sipping on it since we started talking, and this is like right. And I wish Dan was here to maybe, I'm sure Dan has had this, but this is right in my wheelhouse of where I want like a Brett mixed culture, random fermented beer to be. It's like, it's bright. There is that little funky smell to it.
Yeah.
Not super strong, but there is like this, I don't know. It's a really refreshing beer. Like I want to drink these all the time now. Like I really do. Like this is like I don't know. I feel like this is I've become, because of the podcast and then, drinking outside of the podcast, I need to start cutting back on the drinking outside of the podcast. I've kind of become, I don't know, maybe my palate is like, there's beers that I really enjoy and I can pick up on a lot of things I really like. But there's also just like certain styles that I'm like not numb to, but I'm so used to having, I guess. Like I love pale ales, I like IPAs, hoppy things, stouts. I think that's why I'm leaning towards like lagers these, as more often, because I don't drink them as much and I like them a little bit more. And in a style like this, I feel the same way. Like this is, I could, like if I had a pale ale in front of me right now, I could kill it. You know what I mean? Like I would kill it. Oh, I know what I'm drinking. This is delicious. I like the taste of it. I keep going back. This I really do enjoy, and I do keep going back to it, and I want to keep drinking it. But it's also like I have this one can, and that's it. And I don't know necessarily if I want to, like, if I had more of these, if I'd go and drink another one right away.
Yeah.
But it's that good that I just like kind of savoring it right now.
Yeah. So I got hung up on the brewery. What's the name? What's the beer called?
It is called The Art of this. Oh, there's Aggie. The Secret History of All Things. It's a farmhouse.
Okay.
I mean, and the other, like, just so their whole big thing is like mixed cultured beers. So everything's like a mixed cultured beer.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I have to burp. Give me 1 second. There we go. Like the first, Into the Iris is a beer de maple with maple syrup and spices. What else? There's a saison with violets, wild Himalayan lavender, Riesling grapes, and Palo Santo.
Ooh.
Uh, there's a sour with apricots, almonds, and orange blossoms. There's a carrot cake inspired saison. I'm pretty sure Dan's had that one.
What?
Barrel aged sour with Cabernet Sauvignon and mulling spices. One that's standing out to me is a Ruby Perspective. It's barrel aged sour with cherries, and the one right next to it they show is a barrel aged sour with peaches. So they have all these like awesome sounding beers that just sound so delicious to me that I think I want to maybe try a bit more of these when I see them. And I see their cans all the time at Beer on the Wall. So I think I'm going to start grabbing these every now and then. I build my, or not every now and then, but next time I go, I think I'll grab one or two of them and add that to swap out some of the crazy IPAs and shit that I normally get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll. I don't know. Is there a list of who's going to be at Beer Under Glass yet? I don't know. If they are, I think we should stop by them and see who's there and talk them up a bit.
No, good idea. Look at you. I'm really looking forward to that, by the way. When you posted that picture, I was just super excited. So I'm looking forward to Illinois Craft Beer Week this year.
Yeah, I mean, last year was a lot of fun, so super stoked about being able to do that again.
And now we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We know where we can go to the bathroom, where we could get chips. We could drink beers with the brewers.
Yeah, right.
And I'm pretty sure, there's going to be a ton of our friends there, people that we know. Oh, yeah, here is the brewers list. It is available, and they are there.
Sweet.
Everybody's there, Brandon. Literally.
Is Clint there?
Oh, good question. Oh, I just spilled beer on my computer for the first time. Just a little bit. It'll be okay. Yep, they are there.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah.
Speaking of Clint, though, we got to get in touch with him. And
yep, he is on my list. I'm waiting for the right time to ask him. I don't want to ask him when he's
got a lot going on.
Yeah. Twisted Hippo is going to be there as well, by the way.
Ooh.
So that's exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's everybody that we've. Howard Street's there. That's exciting. Oh, again, should have asked him. Hey, can you make that beer?
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
We're dumb. Well, we'll figure out. You know what? We got to figure out a beer to do.
He's got time
coming up. Yeah, true. Yeah, dude. What's going on, Chuck? I need you to make this. Midwest Coast is there. I mean, we've talked to a lot of these breweries, so hopefully some of our friends that we've made from these episodes will be there. And even if not, we'll talk to people that are there. So
totally.
Super excited about that. That's going to be fun. If I'm trying to think of how I want to rate, how I'm going to rate this. Like, what's my item? Like you said, kayaks. I mean, the name of keep going. The name of this beer is The Secret History of All Things, and it's a farmhouse ale. We're going to rate this on secrets. How many secrets? Okay. How many secrets would I give this? Out of 5, I'm giving this like a 4.2.
Okay.
4.2 secrets. Secret. I got a secret. It's really good. I think maybe I'm going that route of how high, maybe just because it's a beer I'm not usually used to drinking. Like I said, I'm finding it really enjoyable to drink.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, I think you'd really like this too, Brandon. It's just really good. I'm going to text Dan when we're done here.
This is a good time of the year to find good beers like that too. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because I see Odious Cellars everywhere.
Yeah,
not everywhere, but like in the Benny's even. And
I was gonna say I see a lot of their stuff at Benny's, and I always like, oh, it's a cool design. But then I see like Farmhouse and random things. I'm like, I don't really have a taste for that. I kind of just want like beer. You know
like
what I mean?
One day I'll grab that. And then onto something else. But
well, I'm glad that this was the time that I grabbed it, because now I am looking forward to grabbing more. And speaking of that, Dan did grab some Michigan beers. He was just up in Michigan. So Dan, we've got that coming up hopefully soon. You and I need to talk about some other episodes that I think we need to jump on now.
Yep.
Ones that we've been talking about for a little bit. We should probably send an email saying we're just about ready.
Yeah. I did pick up some beers from Arizona.
Right on.
And then I went to the store, bought a bunch of, it was at Total Wine. So I tried to do my best. Dude, I was looking at the bottled on dates. Like there was some in there, like there were some IPAs that were like 8 months old. I'm like, nope. So everything I got, I think, was like within the last like 4 months. So
great.
Like,
perfect.
And then when I got back to the hotel, I think I was like scrolling through my phone and noticed that 4 Arizona breweries won like some big awards at the World Beer Cup, which takes place at the Craft Brewers Conference.
Yeah, which we were gonna go.
We didn't go, but I was like, I wish I would have seen that list before I went out and bought stuff. So I have to go back and look at what I bought to see if I got any of those breweries that were award winners. So.
Well, I'm glad you reminded me of that because I am making 2 stops, one in St. Louis, Missouri, and then in Arkansas. I'll be in Bentonville. So I'm going to try and grab something from both cities and states to bring back up. And maybe we just do one big, vacation beer episode, or we do individual episodes. I don't know, but we'll talk about that. Yeah. We'll talk about that soon. But man, these are good. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and like I told you, I got a couple Christmas beers, so we can do Christmas in July.
So I forgot to go and get that, by the way.
Which is fine because like I thought about it. I'm like, then we have to deal with drinking the rest of that thing, which probably isn't a bad thing. But
I mean, it's only $10. We don't finish it. We don't finish it.
Yeah. So I got 3 beers. So, but perfect. Maybe I'll swing by tomorrow and see if they still have it.
Excellent. Okay, cool. And I didn't go to Goose, obviously. I don't know if you know that.
No, I know.
Okay, sorry.
I figured.
Also, I'm going to send you $10 right now for that.
no, don't even. I got it covered. Like,
all right.
Watch the cats, though.
Well, can I send you $10 then so you can pick up that Christmas keg?
Well, let's see if they have it first. So.
Okay, yeah, we'll pick it up. Let me know because let me pay for that at least. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the Christmas in July, and I feel like once this trip is done, I know there's some other things going on, but do you have any more trips you're taking this year, man?
Nothing planned this summer. Just in October, I got some stuff planned.
Yeah, I'm going to Philadelphia, I think, in July. I don't know if I'm going to Minnesota anymore. I don't know. I might be sticking around Chicago. They just released their Riot Fest lineup today, and I
told Becca, and she goes, "You want that to be your birthday present?" I was like, "Ooh, maybe."
Tell her that's my Father's Day gift. Then. I mean, I was thinking like, I don't really want to go all 3 days, but I would go watch all the headliners on all 3 days. I mainly just want to go Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
That's my idea. I mean, Foo Fighters and Queens of the Stone Age. And I'm really hoping that out of those 2 days, ICP and Corey Feldman are both performing.
Oh, God, yeah.
I need to go see Corey Feldman live.
Did I ever tell you my cousin, the one that was doing the drumming for Demi Lovato, Corey Feldman approached her and asked her to be his drummer?
Oh, really?
And she was like, no.
Bummer.
I guess I think he was unusually creepy about it. Like
could have been.
Could have been. And she was just like, no, that's not going to happen.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, yeah. So hopefully we're going to have some things coming up. Plus we'll have the Beer Under Glass episode recap. Let's try and let's get some audio clips over there maybe, huh?
Yeah. We'll bring
just the task game. You don't bring your whole fucking, I don't want you to have to lug around the bag, even though I know you always do anyway. So
yeah.
I can bring my bag and lug it around. We can switch it up.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be the gear guy.
Did you have a vanilla death or did I have a vanilla death?
What do you mean?
I brought you. You brought that.
That's right. I left.
Did somebody drink that?
No. I bought that for you. Yeah, because it was half price at Benny's.
That's right.
So you know what? Just go to Benny's tomorrow regardless. There are a handful of things that are half price there.
That's a fucking good price, man.
Yeah, I've drank 2 already, so I'm not proud of that. But it's delicious. So enjoy that on your own. Don't save it for the episode. Just drink it sometime. It's tasty.
I know what I'm drinking after this.
All right, going hard. All right, Brandon, Aggie, I love you guys both. Aggie's in the frame of the camera right now. There she is. I already miss you. Love you, man.
Love you too, bud.
Thanks for doing this. This is 2 good beers. I think we did well. We picked well here.
Yeah.
All right.
Enjoyable.
We will see you guys next week. Cheers.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at the Malting Hour.